ear things.
Earbuds.
And you hit that joint and it deads everything. Yo, that amazes me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all this new
I'm amazed at that.
You're amazed at all this new film.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, how does it do that?
Boom, boom. So basically, yeah, I just took all the energy I would normally put into rapping, into all that, and I put it into this. Basically, just like when I was making beats. When I was making beats, I used to make beats off PlayStation because I didn't have any equipment. So people thought it was a game, but I figured a way how to make what sounds they had work for me and sample it and make it sound like some real industry stuff. So I would go to, because you heard my beats. Yeah. But, you heard my, I forgot you heard the beats.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but, so I just took that same energy, all right, I got the phone here and let me just hook it up. We first started out with cameras and everything. Yeah. But I was working with my man's stuff, and he got family doing what he's doing.
Yeah, well,
so I couldn't depend on that.
You realize that you don't need all that.
Nah.
Either.
You just use what you can. So that's what it is, brother.
Yeah.
But
bringing that authenticity to it also.
Let's start this off right, you know what I mean? Check, mic check.
1 2 1 2.
We got the mics now. What the fuck you going to do? What you going to set? You heard?
Oh, yo.
All white and shit. Shout out to my boy DJ Harlem DJ Fat Boy. He's actually having a all white boat trip. I think it's today.
That's crazy.
I think it's today. If it's not, what's today? The 5th or the 6th?
The day is the 5th.
Yeah, it's today then.
It's today?
Yeah. I do have a ticket though, but I ain't going. It's all right.
You said DJ Fat Boy?
Yeah, Harlem. You know him?
Nah, I don't
young
know,
bull.
Man.
He's a young bull. He's been doing this thing. Good promoter, good party personality, good DJ.
Right.
Good all around person, you know what I mean? But like I'm saying, this is Attention Whores. Shout out to y'all. We got the new episode right here. It's 443. Don't ask me how we got to 443. I jumped a whole bunch of shit.
yo, the reason why I'm looking at my phone is when he said Fat Boy. I got the
what the fuck?
You got to show this to the folks.
What is this? Fat Boy?
It's a Fat Boy ice cream
sandwiches. I never heard of this.
Yeah.
This look like
and there's a cat.
It look like it's for fat people. Nothing.
So that's kind of so crazy, yo.
You don't want to shame.
So
nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, nah, it's all right because one of my people that we call Fat Boy too.
Oh, okay. Everybody got a fat boy.
Everybody got a fat boy.
Yeah. We used to be fat boys. Man.
I thought, it was a joke. He's like, I eat those, man. What you talking about? I said, I never saw it before. Yeah. Anyway, here we
Attention
go.
Whores 443. You know what I mean? The Governator right here. I call this man the Governator. First he was the mayor.
Wow.
Then he was the governor.
Wow.
Now you're the Governator.
I go
because you're killing everything out here, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You're a famous guy. To promote this episode, I put your picture up. I never got that many likes.
Isn't that crazy, man?
Yeah, man. You know, the sneaker preacher?
Man, who? I don't. Yo, listen, first of all, I want to say disclaimer for real, man.
Go ahead, talk.
I'm an underground dude, man.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? No, real talk. Like, I mind my business.
Yeah.
And I got love for, like, a lot of folks, man. And
that's why you're the governor.
I see folks all over the time, but I don't know everybody that I know. I don't even know everybody that I know.
When I check you, right?
And I know y'all say,
when I check you, how many people, when they riding by your crib, they stop? Yo! You know everybody out here, man. Yeah. I always told you that, man.
And this, I'm not, like homegirl said on Boomerang, you shouldn't have to toot your own horn, and I don't.
The other people do it for them, obviously. Other people do it for them.
But
but tell them, it's the energy. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you do for the most part. And
yeah. Yo, my name is Scott Ferguson.
Scottie.
As if you're for real, the government, which I wanted to change one time, and I got a whole story about that. But
why you wanted to change it?
I gotta tell you that story, man. One time I was when I moved out to LA, I went out to Los Angeles to do some film work.
Okay.
Along with the music and everything, but I was flown out there by Taylor Hackford, who was doing a film. This is way back. I'm going to date myself for real.
Okay.
This is back in '89.
Ooh,
89.
I was 9.
There was a film being directed by Taylor Hackford. Now Taylor Hackford is the one who directed Officer and the Gentleman, La Bamba, Against All Odds, along with Whoopi Goldberg and Ray with Jamie Foxx. And he flew me out there to be in this film called Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor, which I went out there. Now, this is set up. The reason why I was out there. That's the reason why.
Are you telling me you're in a classic movie? Or let me just break it down. The reason why we even telling the story is the name change. Ah, okay.
Working on the film. Yeah, that's what we do. And I had to get a job. You know, after working on the film, they was paying me, and then after that was done, I was out. I was in LA, and I decided I was going to stay and see what I could make happen. Okay. So I started working for Wells Fargo security company out there.
This is 89?
This is 89.
Right, because
this is 89. Yeah. No, actually, I got there 89, 90. This was 92. Okay. 91, 92.
Yeah, you're right, because I think the movie came out with 94, 95, around that?
Something like that.
Something like that.
But bust this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm working at Wells Fargo for about a month. I got the job. I go to work every day. People is, I made friends. People taking me out. Everything is cool. I go to work one day and I walk in the office and people looking at me like strange, like, yo. And I'm wondering what the deal is. Somebody comes to say, yo, Brass want to see you in the office. Brass, you know what I mean? The captain, the sergeant.
Okay, yeah. I've heard that before.
So I go in the office like, all right, what? I go in the office and they sit me down and there's a captain there, there's this one there, and I'm like, what's going on? They said, Mr. Ferguson, you lied to us in your application and everything because we did some further investigation on your background and everything, and we found out, we came up that you're wanted in Orange County for gun running, terrorist activities.
Yeah, you for everything.
Yeah, like attempted murder. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Jesus so Christ. Now they think they got somebody, like they done made a fine, like, yo, we done bagged them.
Yeah.
I'm telling them, I'm saying, yo, this not me. I said, the stuff you talking about that this person, y'all been looking for this person since 84. I said, I've never been to LA before. I've never been to California before. It's not me. They said, well, we run your Social Security. This is what we coming up with. And we're gonna have to make an arrest. First of all, all
right, so why was all this coming up? Someone else had your name?
Basically, bottom line is this. After being homeless on the run for like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, you was
yeah, I was on the run. I was sleeping in the streets. I was running with, you know what I'm saying, Crips and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Oh, when you was in Cali?
When I was in Cali.
Yeah, because the Crips wasn't over here.
Yeah, no. Okay. Wasn't nothing jumping off over here yet.
No,
so I got back.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Then, so anyway, the bottom line is this. As that was going on, and I was staying with my cousin. We had moved out of South Central, and we moved because we was both making money, doing well. So together, we moved into Culver City, which is close to Venice Beach.
Okay, I've been to Venice Beach.
I don't know it's right off of Venice Boulevard, where we was at. Freaking Jamil White, Urkel lived right up the street from me.
He had a house back then.
Yeah, he lived right up the block.
He was because they had already started Family Matters.
Yeah, that was like already, the beginning. That was yeah. So
Jalil White.
Jalil, excuse me.
It's close. It's close. You got it, brother.
So anyway, and I just say that because listen, I'm in LA. I'm in LA, in that area, Hollywood, all of that, and I'm seeing all kinds. I mean, we'll be here forever talking about the stuff that I experienced. But anyway, back to the name change thing. The name change thing was this: the fact that at the end of the day, they was going to arrest me when I found out it was for some Irish terrorist dude. It was a white dude.
Of course.
And I got a whole rhyme. I got a whole rhyme about that. I can't freaking remember it right now.
You had a whole.
But I got a whole. thing about that
So
whole experience.
wait. So Scott
Ferguson.
That is
right.
That is kind of an Irish name.
That's a Scottish, somewhere like Irish. That whole thing. You know what I mean? I said, man, if I'm going,
did you check your family background and where?
I ain't do all that, man.
I don't trust.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just asking if you did.
I was just like, yo, if I'm gonna get arrested, it ain't gonna be I'm not gonna do no time. 25 years for some white dude.
So when you
I don't want to do for nobody, but especially now. Don't get me mixed up.
How long between the time that they accused you that you figured it that it was figured out?
It was probably around 5 to 6 months, almost a half a year.
Jesus.
Because busted.
Were you locked up at that time?
No. They couldn't catch me. I had to fight by the time I got out of the office, I had a case. Cause I had to fight. I had to assault, I had to knock me. I had blood, my knuckles. I had to fight to get out of there. So I had.
You on a run?
Yeah, I'm on a run. Now, the cousin I was staying with, God rest her soul, Lynell Williams, I love you. You know what I'm saying? She did so much for me when I came out there. And, but she was like, what did you do? Cause they was coming by the house. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, listen, don't worry about it. I'm not coming by there. Cause she don't even know to believe me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like, you probably did some.
Like, come on. This just don't happen. So, but you know what the deal was? The thing that got them off of me was the verdict, the Rodney King verdict dropped. 92.
Woo! They didn't want the sauce.
And yo,
because that's Cali too. They didn't want nothing extra.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. I done been in some situations before.
On the low, are you happy that he got beat up?
No, did
Rodney's ass kicking save your life?
First of all, let me say this for everybody, and I'm not happy about none of that.
I got you.
But I'm gonna tell you this: Rodney King ain't got nothing on me when it comes to police brutality. New York and NYPD put it on me way worse than him. Way worse than him.
Way back before.
This is before I even went out there. Yo, when they was throwing cats off of the roofs and stuff like that. You know, when cats was getting murdered, we talking
80s.
Larry Johnson stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Bronx shit.
That's feel me?
That's why I tell people the way the Bronx. I say the Bronx right now, it's reminded me of the 80s on a little bit of steroids. Because and let me tell you why I think
right now.
Listen, let me tell you. No. 80s back in the day, it's crazy. It's crazy. You get snuffed, you get thrown in the river, you're missing, all that shit. I was in the Bronx at that time. I was a kid,
right?
But I knew what was going on.
Right.
The difference between then and now is, you would end up missing back then and no one knew, but at least it had a little bit more respect because it was the Wild Wild West and there was no cameras around. These young motherfuckers got cameras and don't give a fuck. They don't care about the consequences at all. Right now.
They wouldn't have cared back then neither.
I got you. To me, in my mind,
why?
To me, it's more justified back then because at least
it was strung out. That too.
Yeah.
That was what was going on.
You had a lot of
that whole drug scene, the crack epidemic, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody knows somebody, man, that came up, man, that was up here. That, you know what I'm saying?
My cousin got caught up in that shit.
Come on, man. Like you talking about finding people. My cousin Andre Lee. I love you, Dre. You know what I'm saying? One of the most talented cats, man. Played the bass. We toured all over the country, man, with everybody from Cameo, Brick, Roger, Zap. You know what I'm saying? And yo, coming out of Englewood, Teaneck, that whole area. Benny King Jr.
You got a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on. I can name names. My brother, Regis Ferguson, Regis Branson. You know what I'm saying? Who did a lot of phenomenal stuff. I gotta say, rest in peace to Bernard Bell and Regina Bell's brother and just Bernard Bell. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say Regina because she was there before, but we came up in such a time, man, where music was everything, man. We gave birth. It gave birth to us,
and it was like a life. It was like a life preserver.
Yo, man, come on, man.
It was definitely life preserver. See, I got you. I already got you on a tangent.
Yo, and if it wasn't for the extreme hit that a lot of people took from that crack and that coke and that crack, man, there would have been a whole lot more success stories.
So since we're on that, and you have a history, a very, very tangible, long, detailed history with a lot of pockets in each decade, right? I met you early 2000s, mid early 2000s, through my brother-in-law. Shout out to Bunna.
Bunna, what's up?
What up, Bunna?
You already
know what it is.
You already.
You was on Voorhees, and I don't know how it got back that you knew I had beats, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Right.
But talking to you for these many years, you've always told me that you've had a struggle with addiction back in the time. Mm-hmm. So can you give me and the audience a brush rundown of what was happening in your life and what are the obstacles to avoid?
Oh man,
I'm being very general.
No, and that's fine. The question is put perfectly. Listen, the 70s. I'm shouting.
Well, we got mics now.
I don't care. We got. It get like that.
I don't know.
I'm gonna bring it down.
We could be calm and collected.
You can't do this to me. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being mic'd up. Yo, I'm used to being on the corner.
No, you used to being mic'd up. Stop playing games. No. You used to be mic'd up.
Not like that.
No,
you know what I mean?
This ain't a wiretap, nigga.
Yo, you see, and you see how that how the level. But back in the day,
70s, the 70s, let's go.
Back in the day, 70s, 80s. Now you got to understand, when I was a kid, you see, now you can't do this because I got to go back. Now look.
All right,
check it out. I'm trying to condense it.
Buffer it. Go.
It's a snowball thing, man.
I'm gonna have to cut all the clips.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Well, we'll start it. All right,
so give me a pocket. Give me a pocket. Oh, the 70s was it that? No, the 80s.
Yeah.
Give me a pocket. Give me something to work with.
All right. I'm just gonna say this.
Okay, go on.
When I started, as a young kid, I'm talking, 16, 17 years old. Mm-hmm. I was hanging out in New York, going to places, being around older folks.
Okay.
Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Sneaking in the clubs, and cocaine was, if you had some coke, you was fly.
Because that was the rich people drug.
That was it. Yeah.
And it was only for them at that time.
Right. And you didn't know about the addiction thing. You just knew that it was
have a
party.
Good time.
Yo.
That's why
you know what I mean?
That's why when you go on a trip, they said you want to party, you want to have a good time.
Let me tell you something, man. You pull out the 100, you pull out the Benjamin with the blow in it, man. You the man. You not even looked at it like you a cokehead or nothing. You looked at it like yo.
Oh, you got that.
Right.
Got it.
So that's where that whole thing all began, man. And then it basically, things just escalated once again, innocently, cats just trying different things. Now, I done ran through every drug that was out back then. You had you started off with the weed and the drinking and then you had your mescaline and your acid and your block. These were all party drugs.
What about
acid?
The old aspirin pill that they used to take.
They had the Black Beauties, and that was what the white kids was doing. That was speed. Then they had the volumes and stuff.
You didn't do that. You didn't fuck with that. Yeah.
Really, be honest, that was a white kids.
Well, coke was the white people drug at one point.
That was there, but see, that was the that was the one that was like everything else, Gucci's and whatever. It was the glamour thing. You know what I'm saying? So we attracted the things that are attractive.
Yeah, and take us out of the place that we're at.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that looks like is something that's fly,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get attracted to it. Not everybody, but I was one of them.
Some of them.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it all began, and then it just escalated, and then now I'm on getting ready to go to oh shoot, what's the club on 18th?
18th. What? 18th Street?
Yeah.
You talking about is that the meat part? Meat?
No, wait, come on. See, now, you gonna have to edit this, man, because you're made me look crazy right now.
No.
Where Bambaataa used to always DJ at.
When the Rock Steady and them used to go and battle and stuff like that. Your era is so before me. Is that what's one of the clubs that I've heard of?
Come on, y'all gotta help me out.
I don't know. I don't know if I got motherfuckers. Maybe one or two.
One or two, yeah. Anyway, man,
get the names of it.
Yo, man, it was the clubs was. I don't know what the scene is like over in the city, but there was clubs everywhere in New York.
Like there's most of everything.
Everywhere in the city, man. And there was new clubs showing up, and there was dance clubs, and you went from the hip hop. For me, man, running through Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Broadway International, Harlem World.
So going through all these clubs,
the Rooftop.
Let me stare you a Rooftop. So you've been in Harlem, the Bronx. You've been around the popular players at that time, or things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So let me just stare you. In the 80s, we out of the 70s. We start with weed drinking. We get into coke. Then we up it a little bit more. Never heroin. No.
To the free.
Oh, you the free base.
I sniffed heroin too.
Okay.
I did the heroin, and so the heroin and the coke, and then from the coke, the free base, and
you was just looking for anywhere,
and then came the crack. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, there was a time when cat could do what he wanted to do and still maintain.
In the early part,
I was the type of dude that had 2 jobs, working 7 days a week, still was doing my thing, but I was getting high. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I understand the early part of crack really was it wasn't hitting people as like it started to do. Like people were just doing it and still continuing on.
Yeah, but it didn't take long.
It didn't take long. Okay.
It didn't take long. Don't get it twisted. Once that crack hit, it was.
Because they hit out here about like 84, right?
Exactly.
I do my studying.
Exactly.
About 84, you know what I mean? And it was called Ready Rock at first.
Right, yeah. And
then the media called it crack. And that's when Barbara Bush or whoever the fuck was like crack.
Oh, yeah, man. So
all right.
Yeah.
I'm just going through the thing.
So, yeah, man. That,
so how long?
The evolution, man.
It was a bad evolution.
Bad evolution.
So how long did it take you to overcome these issues?
Oh, man.
From when?
10 years.
When was the time you looked at yourself?
A whole decade.
When did it? A whole? Oh, you mean you had a whole decade of doing it?
Yeah.
So when was that point where you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "What the fuck? I gotta da." Because everybody has to have.
I did that 1,000,000 times.
Okay.
I did that 1,000,000 times. I did that at every funeral that I had to go to. I lost my cousin, Dre, who was found in the Hudson River. You know what I'm saying? And
that Hudson don't play.
was murdered, and had the same issue, but he was dealing with a lot of stuff, but he was messing with that too. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that was the determining factor, man, which took him over the edge. You know what I'm saying? So he was out in the street wilding.
All right.
You know what I mean? And that I would come to that conclusion all the time. But man, when you get into that point, man, where you
was there somebody
where they call it an addiction because you're addicted to something, where you you basically
you think that you could outdo what everybody else falls victim to.
Well, no,
In your head, you don't hear that?
No. And I knew what I was. My thing was, I didn't. I knew that. I knew when it was like when I was losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, I knew when it was getting the best of me.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
got you.
And because, like I said, I knew I was. And all respect to all the brothers and sisters that would come to me and tell me to my face that had love for me. You know what I mean? That told me, yo, man, this ain't you, man. You gotta get off the block, do this. Like real people that gave me the real talk. Much respect to them. But getting locked up quite a few times, going in and out of different things.
All right.
And that last time,
what year range are we in this last time?
We're talking like 95.
Okay. By then they got the laws are crazy, right?
Yeah.
They,
you know what I'm saying?
They locking motherfuckers up for like small pieces of drugs.
So at that moment,
they getting like murder numbers for that shit.
I had to go in and then I getting locked up and then coming up and then being on 5 years probation. You know what I'm saying? Or parole. And so I got locked. My thing was in New York.
Okay.
But then I moved to Jersey.
Okay. And
coming to Jersey, they switched my whole thing over to the system here in
Jersey. Okay.
Which is a lot stricter than New York.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I had an officer that was like, was going to the bitter end, was going to test
I want to make an example out of your
it's not going to be easy. So I was thankful for it because, that was what I needed. You know what I'm saying?
That was the boost to get you.
I didn't think I needed that, but I had it and I made up my mind that,
So at that point in your life, around 95, what do you look now that you're getting clean?
Listen, let me break this down. And I got to say this because the addiction is so strong. Because you say, when do you get to that point? You got to understand. I've been in the same rooms with people getting murdered. I've seen people get their heads blown off. I've seen in the same room where a cat gets stabbed in his heart, and I got to help these cats clean up the mess to make up out of this damn room. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Shit like that, and still, and I was hustling too. I was one of them twos that could hustle.
You was hustling
and I was, you know what I mean? So I was doing a little bit of like I said,
you was smoking.
I was working. I had 2 jobs.
So you was always hustling.
I was always trying to make some money. I don't know when I found the time to get high, but I found it. So that was the only thing, and still recording and doing all kinds of stuff.
So you was recording. How long have you been recording for? I didn't know this. How long? I didn't know how far back.
Gosh,
come on, man.
Yo, I don't remember. I know that I did my first record.
Recording, your first recording.
My first professional recording. I did. It was a song that was me and Brian Morgan wrote, and I don't know if y'all know Gwen Guthrie. She's the one who sang "Ain't Nothing Going On
But the Rent,"
and she was on that. She was on that track with us.
I never knew her name.
Yeah, Gwen Guthrie.
I swear to God, I know the song.
Heaven.
How many songs she had?
What?
She had a few songs.
Well, she had like
she was writing them.
And she passed away early. She didn't get a chance to really like go, but she made her mark. But anyway, these were the people that like I would find myself in the studio with. You know what I'm saying? And so they would be singing background for a song that I.
So you were always kind of like pulled between the good thing.
M2 studio.
What?
Yeah, M2 y'all know the one who did Juicy Fruit and all of that.
Oh well, then
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was in like East Orange or Orange, New Jersey or whatever.
Shout out to Jersey for being the first on a lot of shit.
Ears, if I'm mistaken, I'm sure if anybody's out there that know anything about it, y'all will know. So it goes way back, man. way back, man. He's conducting this thing, but you can't.
No,
You can't because once you started, I gotta say it. I gotta shout out. I'm off script.
No, this is
because this gotta be known.
No, go. I want you here so you could tell them your story. I knew you for almost over 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like over 10 years I knew you.
Yeah.
Right? We get in the car, I play beats for you. You rap. I just put up a clip of you rap last time you did the Amen, the testimony joint.
Ooh.
Yeah. I put that up there so they can hear that so it's no playing. So I know what it is. We have these talks all the time. And these talks always go until
listen, man. I got a shout out when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There was these cats that came over from New York City. I think it was Bronx, Harlem. What you know what I'm saying? I think they was Harlem cats.
Okay.
They could have been Bronx cats.
Whatever. Harlem and the Bronx is right there.
Yeah.
145th Street Bridge, 155th Street Bridge.
You would think I would know. You know what I'm saying?
181st
We had a
Street Bridge.
relationship.
There's a bunch of bridges.
There was these cats. One was called Carlton. And,
shout out to Carlton.
You know what I'm saying? You know, cool as a fan, but he was one of the nicest DJs that I ever seen. Now you got to understand, when I was in high school, we used to go to Harlem World, Celebrity Club, and all of these different spots over in the city where, we would go see Grandmaster Flash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we would go see, Grand Wizard Theodore, Lovebug Starsky, all of these cats back in the day. You know what I mean? Treacherous 3, Kumo D, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would go see them do.
Those are the superstars at that time.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The Furious Five, Grandmaster Melly Mel, all of
Melly Mel's still walking around here swole up.
That's my dude, Melly Mel, nothing but love and respect, man.
And let me say some shit.
Go ahead.
This got rescheduled to today. Not because some major something did major happen, but because he had to go.
Yeah. I had to.
He had to go to North because who was out there?
Tretch.
There you go.
Naughty by Nature.
Shout out to Tretch.
Came out there and did his thing, man. You know what I'm
saying? Shout out to Kyle Williams. Shout out to Do It All.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They did their thing.
Yeah, so he was like, yo, man, is it OP? Yo, I know we got to schedule my dude, but I said, yo, go ahead.
I had a few things I was supposed to do, but I got on the horn right away and I just said, listen, it ain't happening, man. Cause
he's really hip hop to the T. Like really, like.
Listen, I'm hip hop in my lane. I know cats that's more hip hop than me because guess what? They in so in tune with the music. See me, I'm just me. I'm me. Like it's in me. Like I don't need that the exterior stuff for me to be. You don't need the exterior stuff. No.
I'm fucking with no. You don't need it to show. To promote what you do. You do it regardless.
Right.
I understand what you're saying.
I got to shout out.
Go ahead.
Guy O'Brien, Master G from the Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay.
Mike, Wonder Mike, peace and love. This is Sugar Hill Gang. All right. God rest.
Shout out to Wonder Mike. He's
Big Bang Hank, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, man, when I was in high school, man, I was probably, I don't know, maybe 10th grade. I don't know. I think I was like...
You was out here?
I was 10th grade. I was here.
Okay.
And Guy, he was, I think he was going to school in Teaneck for a minute. But then because he was living in Teaneck, but then he came to school in Englewood.
Okay.
But I knew him when he was in Teaneck.
Okay.
And we were so close, like people, used to think we was related. You know what I mean?
Okay, he was one of those.
Yeah. One of those type of thing. And he's the one that he was a DJ and an MC. And I used to go with him. I used to go with him and he would do parties and he was the one that really introduced me to the whole hip hop. Not the whole hip hop, because I would sneak over to New York and spend the night with friends over there, and we would be in the promenades in the Bronx and all over. And so I would see the DJs and be at parties when the hip hop was first being born. You know what I'm saying? But to be with somebody who actually was in the craft, it was my man Master G.
Okay.
And he had a crew called Phase 2, and I consider myself Phase 2.
Phase 2?
That's my favorite, you know what I'm saying?
When I describe your talent in rap or hip hop per se, and this is no disrespect to you, but I think this is kind of a bad, only because I think you haven't been, well, you do have your name known in a lot of circles out here. But I always say his style, he reminds me of DMX if DMX was more lyrical. Because
that's heavy.
Because what you're saying, right, is still street.
Yeah. But
it's still for your beliefs in God and I want to call it Christian rap like that, but because the balance is just like this, and that's what DMX did, and he didn't come out like that. He just did it.
Right.
But he was a lot simpler and straight to the point. He was a passion.
Right.
He had the passion, just like Tupac was the passion. He had the passion.
Same thing.
You have the passion plus the wordplay and the lyrics to boot with it.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So that's how I always, I'll be like, yo, my man, we got you freestyling in front of the shop. Remember that? This is a few years ago. Then you on tape, man. Yeah. I'm doing kill it, man. Yeah. So, all right. You got a lot to say. I know that.
Too much. Way too much.
All right. You are not one to be bad. Matter of fact,
hey, shout out to my daughters, Brianna and Savannah. I love y'all. My life would not be the same without my daughters. I love y'all.
She's a magazine.
That's Bree. She's doing her thing. Savannah doing her thing. And that's what we do, man. You know what I mean? So
hope y'all enjoy.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to put you on blast like that, but you on blast.
And we're not twins.
You on blast.
We're not twins. It's just this motherfucker came to the crib. Hold up. I had a whole nother I was going to rock. He came to the crib all whited out. I said, bro, you can't come here. Head to toe like this and think I ain't going to try to what?
Yeah, we had to do it, man. We had to keep it crisp.
And you're always crisp. You always shine in some way, somehow. You're always staying fit. You know what I mean? But I would tell you that might be my phone. I would tell you your dictions transpired to loving to perform, right? Loving to stay fit and work out, loving to stay fly, and your number one addiction is cars. So, he was looking for a whip right before he came here. I don't know.
Listen, man, I got a problem.
Yeah, that's what you say at AAA.
That's what I you know what I mean?
You go to AAA.
Ferguson, and I got a problem. And, oh, by the way, for those that don't know, I go by the name of Pryzna, man.
That's his stage name.
Pryzna. Pryzna. Don't look for it, because you ain't gonna find nothing. I'm still, like I said, I'm underground.
You got some.
But yeah, that's my thing, man. I love the car.
Remember we went all the way down to Queens? And you was looking for that Hummer. It was that
Word is born!
It was like the orange Hummer.
Yes!
This is some years back. I was like, this motherfucker. It was
it had the sound system in it.
You didn't get it. Didn't you get a Hummer?
Did I test drive it that day?
You might have test drive it, but I don't think you got that Hummer.
It was snowing out. And when I did get in it, it was a mountain of snow. We in Queens. It was in Queens.
Yeah, what's the spot in Queens where they got all the car dealerships? We were down there.
Hillside, something.
Whatever. Yeah, you always hear it on the TV or something. Well, yeah, we was down there.
I rolled right over that daggone mountain, man, the snow. I said, that's when I knew. I was like,
I don't believe in aliens.
Now, what's this?
I don't believe in UFOs, but this motherfucker's flying on some flying saucer shit right now. His shit is hovering.
I brought my daughters next time.
To the same spot?
To the same spot, so they could see what I was about to jump into.
And what they say, what the fuck are you doing?
One of them said, Dad, get it.
And the other one
was Dad. And now, this is what I'm saying. They was young. And they was like, one was like, nah, this eats too much gas. I'm like, what do you know?
Well, look outside now in the gas.
And like, You know, so I
8 cylinders is the biggest cylinder.
My daughters, man, to give me the go ahead, man, when it's time to purchase my vehicles. Most of the time,
yeah, they're going.
Sometimes I surprise.
8 cylinders is the most cylinders.
But I lost a lot of money.
That's a lot
out there.
That's a lot of gas.
Playing this car game. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I've kept cars. I bought cars, and I think I bought an Escalade one time, and I only kept it for a month.
I believe it.
I kept it for a month.
Listen,
and I took it back, and then I got
every time I stop by his house, I don't want to say crib, his house. I'm like, yo, what is that? And it's now he'll get a car that you would. What was the car you got a car that nobody tricked out,
right?
And you tricked this shit out. It looked like a UFO for real. It looked like.
I'm gonna tell you the two cars I think that are mostly that no one would suspect that you could do anything with.
It was a Hemi. You had a Hemi that was crazy.
You remember that?
Yes, man. The fuck,
yo! And somebody told me when I bought it, they was like,
because nobody did.
I had 20s on it and everything,
bro.
With the whole aerodynamic body kit.
He puts his cars on high seats. Ace wheelers are high seats.
Yo. But wait a minute, it wasn't a foreign. And when I went somewhere, somebody looked at me, one of my peoples, and it was like, that ain't it. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
What car was it?
That was the Magnum. That Magnum joint. And
that was a nice look.
I sold it and got something else.
Yeah, you did. Somebody was happy for a minute.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's still paying for it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, some fly chick from Philly came out and bought it.
Look at you. Look at
that was in the service. Yo, word is born. Yeah, man. I say 15 cars in the last 10 years.
15 cars in the last 10 years?
Something like that. Close to that. Almost like that.
Yeah, I could believe that. And that's light. I'm gonna tell you that's light. 15 and 10, yeah, that's light. You could go for an easy 20 and 10. Easy cars. Easy, because the way you're like, I can't even
remember. Sometimes people gotta remind me what that I had.
You are a player upon cars. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Like I said, I lost a lot of money doing that stuff. Thousands. Just trying to be happy. Just trying to make sure
once you drive off, that it loses the
right away. Right away. And then the problem I had was I would put money into it. I would change the interior. I would get rims for it, this, that, and the other. Yeah. And then I'd be like,
because what else can you do for it?
And
you happy for a month or two, and then you're like, no, then you see something else. See, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, we're going on a lot. I gotta make sure I check the docket.
Yeah. So people say I got a knack for hooking the whips up though nice though. So.
Oh yeah, you definitely exhibit. The
right shoes, the right rims and stuff like that.
What was that? Trick my whip. What did exhibit do? I forgot. Whatever.
Oh yeah, trick my ride.
One of like that. Yeah. You're definitely for real, but not putting like a fucking fish tank in your shit. None of that funny shit.
Yeah.
All right. So we've gone through a lot of your history. Wait, I know we haven't gone through a lot, but just ride with me. Just be water.
Shout out to Corey Red and Precise. These are my brothers. You know, and when it comes to the inspirational genre of music and hip hop, Corey Red and Precise, amongst a host of other brothers, but those are the two brothers that, if you look up Corey Red and Precise, please do and check out.
And Precise,
Precise, man. Corey Red and Precise. You know,
at what point in your life,
phenomenal MCs.
At what point in your life did, I won't say religion, because religion is a way of doing, it's controlling your mind.
Relationship.
Yeah, at what point in your life your relationship with God come about? Like, was it in that dark time? Did you have it beforehand? Was it rekindled?
I had it beforehand.
Okay.
I had it beforehand. You know, my mother and father were, you know, my mother and father were believers in the Lord and God and Christ. And we used to go to church. My church was Refuge Temple on 125th, 124th, and 7th Avenue. And both of my mother and father went to the school. They studied theology. You know, they were the coolest people that I ever knew in my life, but they were still spiritual people. They still were believers in God, and they still like to walk in a righteous way. You know what I mean?
I got you.
And when I tell you, I never heard my father cool as a fan. He was like the oldest of 8. You know what I mean? You know, he came out of, you know, out of PA, and you know, rough times. You know, lost one of his brothers at 17, gang fight, and you know, took care of his family. Man, had to, you know, a lot of stuff. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I watched his character as a person. So you got a lot of people who they talk stuff, but they don't walk.
They don't back it up.
They don't back it up.
They don't back it up.
I actually saw my father, and I actually seen my mother walk what they talk.
Got you. Got you. What I mean? And that stuck with you and meant a lot.
As a family, you know what I'm saying? So
where were your parents from? Up north here, or were they from south?
They was from PA, Washington and Clarington, Pennsylvania.
Okay, upstate, up the top.
Yeah. So they
had space to do shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to all my family from PA. Shout out to my family from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
So from that trickling down, you had a good relationship with God from your parents. Is that what you
no, you know what it was I was fed, you know, biblical scriptures, you know, I was
at a young
church.
Age. Okay.
And I would be able to hear sermons, and I would be able to, you know, see what was actually in the text, you know what I mean? What was going on, what God was trying to tell us, you know what I'm saying? What Christ came here for in the whole nine, and you know what I'm saying? What the goal was for us to come back, you know what I'm saying, and be redeemed by him. So the thing that was, see, you don't know for me, from hearing all the time or reading or that type of study, you hear from the experience and having an experience that you could say, hey, yo, you know, I know something. Now, this is the experience.
Okay. Experience is the best teacher.
This is the experience.
Experience is the best teacher. Yes.
I'm 19 years old.
Go ahead.
I got a whip. You know, I got my whip.
We fly.
You know what I'm saying? We vogues and spokes on a deuce and a quarter. You know what I'm blacked out deuce and a quarter. You know what I'm saying?
That's back when you had to write the phone number down with a pen.
Word is born.
It took work.
Yo, word is born. Yo, I'm downtown. I'm in Times Square.
Dirty Times Square?
Dirty, nasty, stinky,
peephole,
straight up
porno,
all of that, hoes, cats with brims on.
I was down there a couple times, and I was like, what is this?
Superfly, 3 the hard way, you know what I'm saying? Trouble Man. Yo, across 110th Street. Let me tell you something, man.
110th Street.
Word is my bone. I'm downtown. I'm going to see, now this is crazy. I'll just tell this quick story.
Go ahead.
Downtown, it's Friday the 13th. I'm going to see the movie Friday the 13th.
Which one?
Part 3.
Oh, shit. The mask one. That's when the mask comes. That's the 3D one.
I'm by myself.
That's the 3D one.
Now, bust this. I done parked my joint.
They threw the dagger.
I got the Andre Delors shiny jacket on. I got my weed.
Wait. This is
Andre Delors.
I'd never heard of Andre.
Yeah, back in the day when cats used to rock Azad and La Tigra and stuff like that.
I was young.
Andre Delors.
Oh, see, this is way above my pedigree. I never even heard of it.
I think the Sergio Valentes and all of that stuff was going on out back then.
Well, I didn't know how old Gucci was, to be honest with you. I didn't know all this shit was.
But so I'm going to see this movie. Now you got to understand, the line was around the block and about 5 wide. By the time, now I done met some young ladies on the line.
As you do on the line
and we're getting closer to getting in.
All right.
Right? Now we're on Broadway. You know what I'm saying? It's packed. It's summertime.
Go ahead.
Friday the 13th in the summer.
Ooh,
New York City down in Times Square.
Month is this? June, July?
Yeah, June or July. Either one.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody try to bust through and go in. Every police in Times Square rushes
Oh, this is the Times
theater.
Square joint. Jesus Christ.
They rushed the theater. Now, when they get over there, they just come over there swinging. They got their batons out and swinging. And so I got the girls that I just met standing behind me.
Superman, let's go.
And one of the rookie cops it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been another one, but just happened to be this young cop that pushed me with the stick. And then he says, I put my hand up like, yo, not me. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to smoke. So what he did was he just took his baton. He said, you're assaulting an officer. And he hit me under my eye with the stick. And as he yelled, you're assaulting an officer. And he hit me like with the stick. It seemed like every cop forgot about everybody else and focused on me. So now they jumping on me. I'm 19 years old, dude. The adrenaline is flowing.
Yeah, because you angry as shit now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
you just
I'm survival.
You'll feel pain later.
Exactly.
You'll feel pain
I'm
later.
survival now, and I can't believe what's happening to me. Really, I can't believe that this is jumping off right now, because I'm the focus of every police officer in the town square right now. So now I'm dusting cats off. I'm doing what I got to do to survive. I get away. I run.
Why do I
back in the day?
Not to shut you off. Keep back in the day. I feel like you had a high top fade at this point.
No, I was sporting.
Gumby.
I think I was sporting the waves at that time.
Okay.
I was sporting waves.
I didn't see you with the. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, I had the Caesar. I had the Caesar.
Oh, with the half moon?
Yeah, I had the Caesar going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom. They all on. You pause.
So I'm running in Times Square, and I'm going up to like 50th. They had an arcade that goes from one block through. You could walk through this arcade, and this is back when they had the big machines, the Pac-Man and the Space Invaders. Arcades was arcades. Yeah. Now you got to understand.
They had nothing but arcades. Yeah. All they had was peep shows and arcades and 46. Yeah.
Now at this up there in the 50s, the white people was up there too. So was it just us? You know what I'm saying? Because they was there. It was still mixed up till you got down to 42nd. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Oh yeah. You talking about Columbus Circle area and all.
Not Columbus Circle.
Okay.
But 50s, like still right in with.
Right before that. Yeah.
You know,
like
right
after
now,
the 40s.
Where they got the steps at, where the red steps is at now.
Yeah.
So they had an arcade that went through. So I'm running and I'm looking around and I'm seeing cops coming from every angle of Times Square coming after me.
Merging.
I'm like, yo, I'm like, when I'm gonna wake up, you know what I'm saying? Out of this nightmare. I see all these bloodthirsty white cops coming to kill me. And the thought that's coming through my mind is all of the kids that I had known, that I did, not that I knew them personally, but the reports of the people that was murdered by police before.
That's going through your head.
It's going through my head. So only thing I got going for me is that I'm surrounded by 1 million people right now. I got, at least they might not kill me right in front of anybody.
Yeah.
But I go through there and they come through the arcade in such a force that they knocked over machines, and kids, girls, boys,
get
women,
hurt.
Everybody was getting hurt trying to get to me. They finally got to me, man, and they finally got to me, and when they got me down, now you seen what they did to George Floyd.
Yeah.
Well, they did the same thing to me, but as they had the stick on my neck and the knee on my head, and they was beating me so bad that from head to toe that there were so many of them that they was causing injuries to themselves
because they trying to get
a toe, anything that they hit. So at that moment, and this is where the spiritual thing come in for me, man, and with my relationship with God showed me at that time was when I started thanking God. I wasn't shouting, no, please stop. I didn't do nothing. None of that. All I could do was, I'm 19 years old. I'm about to be out of here.
Okay.
God, I want to thank you.
Okay.
For the 19 years that you gave me. I want to thank you for my family. I want to thank you. So I'm just thanking God because I know I'm leaving. I know I'm leaving this.
At that time, you realized.
So what happened was.
You accepted it.
No, what happened was this. There was a piece While all this was happening,
when you said that,
while the stomping
I understand that.
and the killing
While you
is
said
happening,
that,
yeah.
when you say you're accepting it,
but the peace came over me
after that.
You understand me? So, like you said, the pain, all the pain that was meant for me to feel at that time, and all the anguish that I was meant to be feeling at that time, the fact that I couldn't breathe, the fact that, you know what I'm saying? That's when I felt like he was with me, because I was at my most crucial moment in my life, was when I was about to lose my life.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it just went on all night. You know, they took me down to the precinct. They stripped me down butt naked. You know what I'm saying? They looked at my generals. They was on some old, you know what I'm saying? And they took turns, beating me in the cell, to the point where they was just like, they didn't know whether I was going to survive or not. And they was trying to figure out what they was going to do, discussing what they might have to do with my body.
Some Sandra Boy shit.
You understand me?
That's some crazy.
You know what I mean? And you heard of Louima where they stuck the plunger. I didn't know what, all of the foul things that you could think was going to happen to you was.
You know what it is? This just popped in my head.
One of my experiences with God, like really, showed up for me.
It's like when you hear stories like this, it's like, and I don't want to put it in a black and white situation. I of course have people that I care for that are white and their friends, and I don't see them as white because you don't get to that point because white is a social construct. Is really a made up thing to put people on top of other people. But when it comes to that kind of story, it makes me think of like that little bully kid in the yard that finds like a rabbit and just wants to like beat the shit out of an animal for no reason because they catch some kind of ill joy out of it, or they. Well,
I knew it was a racial thing for me because they was coming in when I was locked up. It was
racist from the get-go. From the get-go. Yeah,
calling me nigga, spitting in my face.
Yeah.
And then wind up and try to see who could break my jaw first.
That's crazy. You
know what I mean?
That's crazy. And that whole build up led to a stronger relationship with God.
Well, it just let me know that, you know what I'm saying, like, he gave me a peace, what they call a peace that passes all understanding. It was a peace that came over me that while I was crying out to him and thanking him, came over me. So that was something that really happened to me. You know what I mean? I experienced that. You know what I'm saying? Now, did I just straighten up and fly right after that? You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
No.
You still young too?
Yeah.
You're running the run.
Oh my goodness. You know, but I still recognize the power.
How do you're a fly guy. You're a fly guy. Like you make sure you established it. Yeah, make sure everything's up to par. How did you heard about the preacher or that bishop Whitehead?
He
was in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn cat.
Yeah. Now I don't know about his past life. He might have been a dude doing what he do, but he's somebody that rocks this head to toe.
Yeah. Oh. He goes hard in the paint with it.
Yeah, but he just recently got what the kids would say, he got juxed. He got ran down on.
This is the thing. There's a whole lot of different stories coming out now with that whole thing. You know what I mean? So, I'm really not following it too tough. But from what I saw and then from what I'm hearing, how it was almost like it was should I not?
No. It's just bleeping. No, it's good.
We good? And
hopefully,
like he could have set that thing up for us. You know what I'm saying? Itself.
That's one of the situations.
Listen. I understand this. Everybody that can you hear me? 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
Everybody that and it goes for me. It goes for. Listen, man. Either you like nobody is perfect, but you got people out here that intentionally, you know what I'm saying, use religion and stuff to get over, to come up.
To get in a certain situation.
Yeah, to make money.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Or what? That's pimping.
I'm just saying, what?
They pimping, man. Catch is pimping. They pimping. They pimping. You know what I'm saying? Some
they
people
pimping the congregation.
They pimping, man.
Listen,
I'm not saying my man is doing it. I'm just saying that
in general,
man. Come on, having them, man. Come on, man.
Hey, Mace.
I don't even. You know what? And like you was.
I like the new Mace.
I don't even know the new Mace. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know.
No, but I'm talking about when he went and he just did his thing in the church, and then he came back as he wanted to.
Well, see, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. I can't judge what a brother do. You know what I mean? Like maybe at the time when he went there, the intentions was, you know what I'm saying, to really, you know what I'm saying? You know, to come out of the life that he was in and find and be more of a so-called righteous man, you know, someone who just walks and follows the laws of God. You know what I mean? You know, but then when you get over there and you know what I'm saying, and you start mingling with some of them folks, you start to find out that, you know,
this is how they move. This is what's going on, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you might find yourself in a more wicked situation than you did when you was out here in the street.
We also got to talk about real quick RP Bill Russell.
Oh wow, wow!
Now,
see, now he's going before
because that's not my era, and
that's like even before me.
Well, you probably seen him as a kid.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't see him as a kid, and a lot of OGs were saying, "Fuck all that new shit." Before then, it was Bill Russell. Now, did Bill Russell did he play against a lot of
Caucasians?
Yes. Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, so he might have had a hand. He might have had a hand up.
Yeah. Come on, man.
There was
but you had cats like Will Chamberlain too. Will Chamberlain, I think.
Did Will Chamberlain come after him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will Chamberlain. They was around the same time.
Yeah, but I think Bill probably came a little early. I think.
But you know,
Will Chamberlain
was a freak of nature. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So I don't care what time zone he would have came in the game. It would have been what it was. Yeah, it would have been what it was with him. You know what I'm saying?
What it was on that shit.
So, but you know, rest in peace, Bill Russell, man, a legend, man. 10 rings.
It's about that.
Yeah.
You hear about Trump burying his ex-wife in a golf course that he owns?
A hole in one.
Oh shit! Clip that. Clip that. Listen, hole in one.
A hole in one.
A hole. Whoa, a hole. That's not. We're not going to disagree. We ain't going. I ain't going to.
Listen,
yeah. It was a joke.
Yes, that's all it is.
Stop being sensitive.
You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle.
But that's Dave Chappelle. That's a good tax write-off he got going on over there. With he made his golf course a cemetery just off of.
Listen, man. At that stage, listen, man. What do you want? I mean, everybody got a different way of looking at, you know, the send off, how they send people off. You know what I'm saying? Or you see these days, people they setting their folks up crazy. They setting up whole situations. They sitting in their cars.
Listen, the taxidermy thing, where the guys at the club, Listen,
so I talked about you marry your ex-wife or whatever at the golf course. So be it, man.
Listen, I told people, anything happen to me, burn me. I'm fine with it. Listen. Burn me, go to the beach. You know what I really want? I want a Viking funeral.
Talk about it.
I don't
even know what that is.
A Viking funeral is the flyest funeral ever. It's 2 ways to do it, right? The easy way is you put the body on a raft, you cover it with whatever you want to cover with it, and you light it on fire and you send it out to the water. So basically, you're burning up, you're going up into the heavens, and you're going out to sea at the same time, right? But the flyest way to do it basically is they kick you out to sea and you got to archer with the fire and the bow, and he lets it off and he hits it from far and it burns up.
Oh,
that's some. I just like it because it's like you don't see that no more.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I like that's cool.
I just like it. I want the ashes to go. I don't want to be stuck in a box.
How about ski?
Duck
That's kind of like
Duck bomb. Yo, they just locked up. They just locked up Brittany Grinder. She gets 9 years.
Yeah.
For a vape.
Yeah.
For
and
vape.
they're gonna they talking about making a trade for
I don't think
some murderous cat. Cat that that they say.
This is what I think is the main reason why. Because some years back, it was 2 white girls. I don't know where they was from. They made a movie about it. They went out to some country and they locked them up because of their lifestyle. Because they were lovers.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So with this situation, and it's Russia or the UK, I don't want to mix them up. They change their names every fucking 5 weeks.
Right.
But she's an athlete, but she's also living a certain lifestyle that they don't agree with.
Yeah, and she's she's from the black.
That too. There's a whole bunch of entendres, I would say, that's going on against
African American, whatever.
Yeah. We didn't neglect.
So all of that.
Yeah, all of that is the reason. I think is the reason.
And she's 7 feet tall. So
they gonna treat her like a motherfucking dude.
Word.
That's what they gonna try to treat.
You know what I'm
like.
saying?
Yeah. So that's what it.
So
if it was one of those Mandy Moore type white girls that got caught up, that shit wouldn't. They would be like.
Well, no. This is the thing. This is the thing, though, and I can't say that for sure. I can say for sure, like if you a person of color, you know what I mean.
Let me see your mic. It's good.
If you a person of color, man, you know you can almost bet 100%, man. You're gonna have a hard way to go. Period. I know that from personal experience, from close family member who got caught taking drugs overseas, and she was going to give her 20 years. 20 years. I don't know how many packs she had on. How much?
I think they just got what's that? Sherbert. Whatchamacallit? The basketball player.
This is family. I'm talking about a family member. Female family member. And so I was there. And she ended up doing I think 5 years, but it was because of the support she got from here, just like homegirls getting support from America.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The thing with Russia, the difference is they didn't. The two countries at that time, and as of today, that person has been not exonerated, but got pardoned by the Queen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So she don't have no record, but she still did the time. But now Russia got beef. We got beef. We got issues. And they got somebody that we got.
Russia always had. But
they got somebody we got, so they're gonna use that. That's the bargaining chip.
Of course, but
you know what I mean?
But America,
they want their man out. They want their man.
America ain't gonna be like, listen.
We gonna find out what it's gonna be.
Well, we might.
We're going to find out what it's going to be. They might let the homegirl sit there and rot. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, I think someone needs to apologize like Will Smith. Apology 2004. Like
yo, I'm just saying, man. I can't,
Moving Steiner 2004.
You can't, okay? He going to go Ruben Stunner. I'm going to go Anita Baker.
Ooh.
That's my girl.
Apologies everywhere.
I've been there.
Well, I ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway,
but yeah.
What do you think about the apology? I think it's 3 months late. I think the way he ended it.
I didn't even hear the apology.
Okay, well, basically,
do I even need to hear the apology?
Not really. Basically, he apologized again. He apologized to Chris Rock's mother. He apologized to Tony Rock. I think they had a show together at one point, or he was on one of his shows, and he apologized to him, even though I don't think that's going to matter too much.
He was on Tony Rock?
I think Tony Rock was on a show that he executive produced or something like that. Okay. So they were already in cahoots with that. Yeah, Tony Rock was on. I think Wife and Kid, one of those shows he was on. I think the one with Dwayne and Elise Neal. I think that one. I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be. And then the way he ended the apology was like, he said he tried to reach out to Chris, but Chris, people says he wasn't ready to talk. He said, so when you're ready to talk, I'm here whenever. But I think he should have said, if you're ready to talk.
Whatever he says, my thing, he should then apologize, but thank him for not already hitting him in his pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what he definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that even if you hit him in his pockets, you ain't hitting him in his pockets.
Nah, you can hit him in his pockets.
You can hit him in his pockets, but you ain't gonna hit him in his pockets.
No, but it's still
because he ain't never.
But see, but
listen. When you hit somebody in their pockets, they gotta feel it. He's not gonna feel nothing.
He's gonna listen.
No.
Well, he's not.
You know why you can't? You know why? Because all the bills still gonna get paid.
No, you're right.
You're not missing meals. Nothing.
Financially,
he just got a deal for $35 million up front.
But after he had to sit down for 3 months, and no, because
I'll sit down for 3 months.
No, I'm pretty sure.
And get $35 million up front.
I'm just saying.
On top of what I already got.
I'm not talking about financially. Of course, he could handle it. What are you talking about? It's the proof. What Big Perm said. What Big Perm. It's the principle, Smokey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's the principle.
That's why Chris ain't got to go there because he already did the damage to himself.
Well, his stock went up. Obviously, because everybody went to his shows.
But so has Will's. He got offered $35 million.
You're right, and he's still going to do Bad Boy 5.
So what is that? So what? Yeah, so in other words, it's like this. You can talk all the... Listen, we done seen way worse. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, talk.
Way worse than this. And people forget, you know what I'm saying? What happened? So what? I mean, I'm just telling you, I'm just saying there's been so many other bad things that people have done.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
People have violated people in the worst way. There's people in high places that, you know what I'm saying, committed murder.
And they still do
people that lost their lives.
And they're a whole nother person now, and they living their life.
And
I know.
It's just a story now.
I'm just saying.
You're just
saying. I'm just saying. But I still like what was the joint? Pursuit of Happiness. That was a dope movie. Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of movies. Hey, look, Bill Cosby. You think I'm not going to check out Uptown Saturday Night? Let's do it again. You think that still ain't the most funniest joints? Y'all don't know. Y'all better go. Y'all better ask somebody. Y'all better ask somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
Not Ghost Dad though. Not Ghost Dad.
Who's Ghost Dad? Ghost Dad?
Not Leonard Part 6.
No, you talking about who we talking about?
That's Cosby.
Well, see, that's why I only mess with the classics, yo.
I only mess with the classics. I was like, yo, Leonard Part 6. Where the other parts at, nigga? I need that.
I only mess with the classics, man. Word.
All right, we about to get out of here real quick because you went into spill. What's your thoughts on monkeypox?
Yo. My thoughts were monkeypox, man.
I already had chickenpox. I ain't afraid of you.
Well, it comes with a funky connotation attached to it. What's the man on man thing?
Oh, okay.
You know
that's how you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the beginning when AIDS first started. It was all the gay man thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they saying the same thing about the monkeypox in a way, but it could get to you in other ways. But they still saying it like, yo, it's men having sex with men and stuff like that.
I have a question.
So
men have been
monkeypox.
All right, we're not going to do
it. Like, yo.
I already told you I'm a trans podcaster. This has nothing to do with any else.
I'm just saying.
Hold up. So,
monkeypox.
There's been same sex on same sex since the 80s. Publicly, right? So you're telling me 30, 40 some years later now monkeypox is spreading out?
That's Dr. Fauci or something. I don't know because everybody they coming up with stuff. It's always something, man. I don't know. I'm trying to protect me. I'm trying to live as healthy as I possibly can.
Workout regimen.
That's where it's at, man.
Workout regimen.
My workout regimen is I eat 1 meal a day.
Ooh, that's a good way. That's a good way.
I do intermittent fasting. I eat 1 meal a day. I try to stick to that as stringent as possible, at least for 9-10 months out of the year. You know, holidays I kind of fall off a little bit.
You go in.
I go in.
That's right. Yeah.
And you know, I do my regular. I don't really hit the weights too much, but I do my calisthenics, man. Yeah, anytime I get a chance to get down, park. I go to the park.
That's it.
You know, I do my squats. I do my thing. Pull ups.
Pull up right there.
Right here. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
I got the treadmill right there. I do dips on there.
You know what I'm saying? I try to get my run in. I used to run like 5 miles a day.
Okay.
Even after work, but now, you know, like I break it up. You know, every other day.
2.5, 2.5.
No, I'll do a 5.
Oh, you do a 5?
I do a 5. I do 4, like in a fast jog, and then I do a mile of sprinting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But because it's been so hot lately,
I
have to back up off of it. So when it cool down, I'm gonna be back out there.
All right.
But that's the work regimen is. First of all, I have a physical job. I work hard, and then in between all my work, you might catch me in the street with my feet up on the curb.
Yeah, you do that real quick. Your shows, you have shows, anything you want to promote, your showcase life, no, good, straight, none to promote, your views on anything else, Christian rap, whatever you got.
If you know,
he gets down. He gets down on the stage for real.
I want to, you know, I'm trying to just keep the enthusiasm.
The enthusiasm.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Hey, shout out to Keenan Ivy Williams.
Enthusiasm. You insulting him a little bit.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? You know, and just to stay inspired, man, because you know, you want to keep your gift going, man. You want to keep whatever it is that you know you can do, or you feel you can do well, or you know that people enjoy seeing you do, and they like what you do. You know, you want to keep it going as long as you possibly can, man. But you know, in this rat race, man, it's tough.
It is a race.
It's tough, man. I got a lot of responsibilities. A lot of responsibilities.
And a lot more cars to buy, motherfuckers. A lot more fly shit to start.
You know, man.
What the fuck?
Yo.
Talk your shit.
Hey, the house come first, man.
You got a house on the bottom of a hill.
I'm just so... Listen, man, I'm fortunate. I'm so fortunate because... I'm going to just say this because... It just seemed like, you know... The blessings is like I always get a second chance. I always get an opportunity, you know, to do the things to get another car, to do, you know what I mean? And you know, so I'm fortunate, man.
Okay.
I'm real fortunate, no matter what, man. And I just try not to get
too crazy with it.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
Too crazy with it.
Now it's time to balance it. It's time to make smart investments.
My coworkers still remember you. Cause I told you I'm at, the Glen, Maple Glen.
Oh, yeah, right.
I told you I'm at Maple Glen.
Yo.
Your legend lives there.
Yo, that's what's up.
I was like, I remember Scottie. I told my, coworker Frida, I was like, I'm going to have him come on the pod. She asked me yesterday, so you did the pod yesterday? I said, nah, not yesterday. We rescheduled
it. Yeah, man. Shout out to Maple Glen.
Yeah.
My sister was there.
Yeah. How's everybody in the family?
Everybody's good, man. Like, we're coming around, man. We coming around.
The daughters is doing stuff.
They doing things,
you know what I mean? Magazines and everything in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so I think y'all had enough. I don't know. I don't think niggas give a fuck about what I got to say, what you had to say. But anything you want to add on before we end this segment?
Yo, listen. It's just really too much it's a lifetime. It's a lifetime of life.
We would have to have another sit down.
I always tell people that a day, not just in my life, but a lot of people's lives, man. There's a day in my life that someone, if they had been with me, they would remember it for the rest of their life. I've already forgotten that. I don't even remember that because it used to happen every day was.
He's a well-known guy.
Was so crazy. Was so full. There was always something going on. I got stories that if I was to sit and tell y'all was like, your man is smoking again. Cause it's just, I don't believe it. You know, it's just unbelievable stuff that only happens in the movies. Okay. You know what I mean? So, I need to sit down with somebody and put some stuff together, man, because it really is just for my own, just to, sanity.
Well, shout out to all my whores out there. This is Attention Whores episode 443. The Governator, my guest right here. I call him Scottie. Don't fuck with him or he gonna hurt your body ass motherfucker. AKA Pryzna. You know what I mean? Skills is ill on that mic. You know what I mean? And he gonna say something that's gonna enlighten you. You feel what I'm saying? Scott, thank you for coming. Man. I appreciate it. 100%. You know what I mean? You know, I called him out the blue. I called you out the blue. I was like, yo. I was like, yo, what you doing? He's like,
eyes of fire right here.
He was
man.
I was like, where you at? He was like, nah, you was at some other festival or something. He's like, yo, man. I was like, yo, I'm gonna need you in a week. I need you to come through to join in a week.
Yeah. I was in the Bronx.
That's
right. Out there with
he's out there, the craziness.
Tony Touch and all of them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Out there with the craziness. Shout out to everybody that popped up. Shout out to all my fans, all my non-fans. You know what I mean? If you like the new mic lifestyle, let me know. Hopefully it sounds better. It's not so far away. I can hear all the words and shit like that. So that's it. Fuck you. All right.
Respect.
Bye, motherfuckers. Oh. Black Panther. You saw the trailer?
For the new Black Panther?
Yeah, the new Black Panther.
I did not.
You gotta see that trailer.
Word?
It's beautiful. The trailer is beautiful. The guy that made the trailer, and he's some guy that you probably would never thought that made it. Wow. He deserves a award.
I'm gonna peep it out. I'm gonna check it out.
It gives you chills.
Yeah.
It makes you tear up.
Who's doing the Black Panther this time? I forget.
Well, see, that's the thing. The whole movie is tribute to Chadwick.
Okay.
And tribute to Chadwick himself and the character because because Chadwick was so good at Black Panther, they're not recasting another guy playing him.
That's dope.
So, and in the comic books, I know a lot of people get in the comic books. There's a time where his sister Sherry does become Black Panther. Okay. So they might be going down that route. So the movie is full of black women running shit.
Wow.
It's mostly black women running shit. And it gets into that. So it's, yeah. Check it out when you have time. I know you're busy, man.
Shout out to the black women, but understand, you know what I mean?
Relax, son, because we could talk about some other shit there. You think cars is crazy with this motherfucker.
I think